Hello everybody, welcome to another broadcast by Furian Warriors. Today, we play Skyrim. Elder Scrolls Skyrim. I will have to edit some of this out when I start playing, of course. So we're gonna load we're gonna do a new game. Yes. Let's start a new game. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see the screen a bit okay. Let me. Oh, I gotta double check my Discord stuff here. Make sure it's not viewing. Yeah, there we go. Make sure it's viewing the right stuff. Make sure streamer mode is enabled. Yes, it is. Good. Okay, so exit. I'm going to do some settings. Audio. We'll turn on the music more out of necessity. Turn up voices, turn up footsteps. Yeah. Turn up brightness just a bit. Subtitles enabled. General subtitles enabled. There we go. Just double checking some stuff. Just gotta double check some other stuff here. Where is the darn? It takes me so long to find the damn thing. One second. Okay. Anyways, I need to open up my Streamlabs. There we go. Okay. We should be darn near good to go. Let's open up my Stream Deck. Let's open this up, just so we have that as well. Okay.
Real ambush, same as us. And that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. If they hadn't been looking for you, we could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they've captured you... Oh, God. Where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
There we go. Turn it up a bit more so you can hear me more.
What village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting. Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves.
Okay, for those of you that don't quite know, or don't know which route I'm going to go, and those of you that know Skyrim, of course, this will be applying to y'all more than anyone else. I, of course, plan on, not what I want. Shit. Okay, sorry. Had to open this up so I can, son of a bitch, come on. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do, I'm actually going to exit this VC. Okay. I'll go. Okay. There we go. So, yeah, those of you that don't quite know or don't quite know which way I want to go, I am indeed gonna go down the route of the Imperials, not the Stormcloaks. I have a deep-seated dislike of the Stormcloaks for many a reason. The major of which is will be apparent later on. But yes, I will not be going Stormcloak. I will be going Imperial. Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's go into this number in it.
I bet they had something to do with this.
Oh lord, and we got a plentiful lag here. Okay.
This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here. Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in. Funny. When I was a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Who are they, Daddy? Where are they going?
Son, come on. Oh, hello.
Why? No one watches the
Okay, I need settings, gameplay, vibration controller, difficulty. Let's go with novice. Okay, remove controller for the time being. This will give. Oh, god dang it. Okay. Okay, come on. This is kind of why I don't like playing borderless. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, what is recording on my display capture? Okay, hold on a second. I need to figure this bullshit out. Okay. Okay. So this should be running. Son of a gun. Okay. I need to figure out my darn settings for this damn thing. Okay, so settings. Oh shoot, it's gonna open up and listen. Be right back. Okay, hold on a second. I need to live screen, display capture, properties, automatic. Okay, display capture 2, which is that one. Display capture 1 is that. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so let's go into settings. Right, because I have this set up on. Let's put on the be right back screen. Okay, system. Identify. Okay, that's 1. Can I like not have to? Okay. Here's the thing. If I do windowed borderless, it's just like it's really weird. Okay. Nope. Let's go controls. Okay. Settings. Gameplay. Controller. Gameplay. Controller. Okay. Which means it. See, this is weird. This is the weird bullshit that I have to deal with. Okay. Okay, it's just really weird that it pauses my stream outright. Okay. Okay, now it wants to work, but if I click anything outside the... Oh my god.
Inside the house.
Okay. Okay, this is really strange. Okay. So... Settings... Quit the desktop. Because I have to figure, like, why it's being wonky. Maybe if I... Okay, hold on, it says system. Display 1 is my main screen. Okay. So... let's open this up. You know what, let's put this over here. Send the Skyrim stream overlay here. Okay, options. Here's the crazy thing. I can't go borderless, otherwise I end up just like mucking up my entire thing. Anti-sailing, best quality, widescreen. Okay. Into borderless. Okay. The crazy part is I don't know what half that bullshit means, so... The TAA, you know, anti-sailing, I have no idea what the heck that bullshit means, so... And, you know... Oh, okay, so I can still come over here and do my shit. Live screen. Okay, so far I'm okay. Oh, God. Of course. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Things are really weird. Live screen, be right back. I'm like having to deal with like some really wonky BS. A second. Widescreen 9, okay. Let's remove borderless. Hit the OK button. The crazy part is, if I set it to controller at all, I can't do jack shit to correct this shit. Skyrim on computer is really weird. Okay. It's like really weird, and you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn off my goddamn dual screening BS right now. Okay. So I'm gonna do. Let's go to the notifications. Let's go to display. Show only one. There. Keep changes. Oh god, what the hell? Okay. Okay, can I please like get around to freaking correcting the scene, please? Because once I get into anything, I can correct it manually. Because I gotta wait past this darn screen. Okay, come on. Get past all the freaking thank you. Quit. Exit desktop. Yes. Okay, this is where we finally get around to this BS of me finally being able to correct all this shit. Okay. Be right back. Okay, live screen. Okay. Display capture. Properties. Automatic. There we go. Done. Okay, now that we've figured this BS out. Okay. Okay, so now let's hit the play button. Okay, options. Windowed. I have to go borderless. As much as I hate it. And then hit play. This high whisper. Goddamn cat. Crazy part is, I can't open certain things. I can't even open my freaking Discord thing. My usual Discord tab, I can't open it. That's the craziest BS. I can't even open, you know, it's like, it could just be my freaking mouse is going to eat shit here. That could also be an issue. Like, I'm hitting my usual keys to do this stuff. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay. Let's hit this. There. Ay, ay, ay. Now we should be on a live screen. God. There is so much BS involved there. And I am very much aware there's going to be a hell of a lot of lag here on y'all's end of the screen. Lovely. Wow, holy hell. Either I'm dropping frames like a motherfucker, or just like, just something up, you know?
You.
Vic, on your end, is it like dropping frames like crazy?
You trying to cross the border, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walk right into that
Why
Imperial
does
ambush.
Elder Scrolls do this to me? It always drops frames like crazy. Okay, hold on a second. Settings. Display. Okay. Why? Why does it always like drop frames like crazy on y'all's end? That's not even something that I'm. Why? Why does it do that? I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Same as us. And that thief over there.
I have to go through all this again.
Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine.
I can't believe that on y'all's end it also drops like crazy.
If they hadn't been looking for you, could have stolen that horse and been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
Chat, settings.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. You're speaking to Ulfric Stormcloak, the true High King.
Ulfric? The Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion. But if they captured you... Oh gods, where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going. But some
Yeah, why on my end does it drop like
No,
shit?
this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
On y'all's end, I mean.
Hey,
Why does it do this?
what village are you from, horse thief?
No.
Why do you care?
I
A
always
lord's
drop-
last thoughts
Cause this thing,
should be of
I'm running normal frames on my end, on like what I'm viewing,
I'm from
but on y'all's end
Rorikstead.
it drops frames like
General Tullius, sir.
like a freaking
The headsman
brick.
is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
I don't know why it does that.
Kinnarev, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they
I
had
wish,
something
like,
to
for
do with
once, you know, it wouldn't, like, drop frames, like, you know, like it was just a freaking. Yeah, why? What does it do that?
this. This is Helgen.
Okay, I don't
I
like
used
that
to
it
be
does
sweet
that,
on
and I
Earth.
can't avoid it either.
Wonder if Velod is still
Maybe
making
it's
that
because
mead
my
with
individual
juniper
files
berries mixed
are
in.
on completely different file sets.
When I was a boy.
Like, is my
Imperial
OBS
walls and
not on the
towers
same file
used to
set
make me
as
feel so safe.
this? It's like, is it on like my C drive versus this is on my D drive? God damn it!
To go inside.
Why?
I'm gonna check
Who
that
watched the
later.
soldiers?
Because if there,
Inside the house.
it could just be that it's because Skyrim is on my D drive and on my C drive. And those of you that don't know, the C drive is my freaking gaming
Why
drive.
did they end the line?
And what is taking up the majority of my C drive is actually the same bullshit that is on my D drive.
Keep the gods
Like,
waiting.
it is literally all like the programming bullshit and everything. And it's a smaller
Face
drive
your
too.
death with some courage.
Your gaming drive is always smaller than your like standard drives.
When we call your name. One at a time.
Okay.
Empire loves their damn lists.
I would have to look at it a little bit later. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stop the stream.
Dawn of Windhelm.
Okay. Let's just save. Okay.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that button. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit be right back screen. I'm gonna double check to see. Hold on a second. Where's my be right back screen? Be right back. There. Come on. Yeah, on my. Oh my god, what the hell? Notifications. I don't have any notifications. That's crazy. Meaning, somewhere outside of my end, it drops frames like crazy. Open performance. Okay. There we go. Okay. Performance notifications. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna get to a certain point, and we're gonna see if, cause on my darn stream scenes, it shows that the quality is good, which is total BS. Okay, because I know for a fact that I'm dropping frames. And it's bugging me that it is.
Ralof of Riverwood.
So what I'm going to have to release do is get past the character creation. I'm going to delete this freaking...
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You then. Step forward. Who are you?
Whoa, okay. That was weird. I'm trying to decide between Khajiit and Argonian. So, Argonians have, of course, the perks of, you know, they are resistant to they're resistant to diseases. They can breathe underwater, and for certain quests later on, that's actually handy. And of course, his skin regenerate health fairly quickly. Khajiits are naturally fairly stealthy. They're pretty agile, apparently. I don't know if that actually correlates into gameplay. But yeah, they are fairly stealthy, and they have the ability to see in the dark. Though I will admit, the ability to see in the dark does not. don't see the ability to see in the dark, coming in handy as often, because think about this for a moment. The way the lighting is, I just meh. Unless you're in like an incredibly dark area, like we're talking about, like there's no lighting whatsoever, then maybe. But the way the lighting is in this game doesn't come up as often as you think. Although their unarmed claw attacks do help. The Nords, basically your stock standard. Just, usually your good, starter if you wanted just like do normal human-ish character. The resistance to cold, so I'm guessing that cold magic and cold attacks will do less damage to them. And their basically battle cry can make opponents flee. However, that however, that often ends up depending on the level and strength of the opponent. Like if I'm about to try to use battle cry on a freaking dragon, it ain't gonna freaking work. I don't even know if this would work on a troll. Orc? I mostly end up not picking orcs because, well, that's more of an aesthetic reason than anything else. Basically, they have pretty good and heavy armor. Basically, they can use Berserk Rage, which I'm guessing is an attack buff? I have no idea. And then, of course, there's Redguard. They have resistant to poison, and I'm guessing Adrenaline Rush is basically a freaking speed buff. Wood Elf. I'm going to be avoiding the elves like the freaking plague here. So basically, they have natural resistance to both poisons and disease. They can command animals to fight for them. But once again, this is largely dependent on the type of animal you're trying to essentially charm in this sense. I imagine if you try to charm a frickin' jaguar, it ain't gonna work. There's Britain. Breton? I always ended up accidentally calling it a Briton. Oh my god. So, they are resistant to magic. Interesting. The Thalmor would even be tolerant of these bitches. And dragon skin power to absorb spells. That last part, by the way, once again, I'm making him look at the text here, is fairly interesting.
It's a good way if you want to make a battle mate.
Right. But think about this for a moment. That word, dragon skin. I don't think people use the term dragon in anything lightly. Here in frickin' Cyrodiil and all them. Dark Elf, again, gonna avoid the elves like the plague. These ones are naturally resistant to fire and can call upon their ancestors' wrath to surround themselves in fire. Essentially, Fire Mage. High Elf. Fuck them. Just no. I am not even gonna go there. Thalmor. That's all the reason I need. Oh my god. I hate the Thalmor as much as the next guy. But I do not agree with the way the Stormcloaks are going about it. So, they are basically some of the best when it comes to magic. Because frickin' knife your bitches. Sorry, I have a big distaste for high elves. Highborn bastards. They can regenerate magicka pretty quickly with their highborn power. Imperial. Once again, sort of your stock standard. Although they have a perk where anywhere there's gold coins that might be found, they always seem to get a bit more. So basically, if you're wanting to make a character that can get coins pretty dang quickly, these are your best bet. They can also call Voice the Emperor to calm an enemy. This basically makes it so that the enemy doesn't attack you and just is like, oh, okay, we're going to be friendly now. Once again, heavily dependent on who's the hell's attacking you. I imagine.
It didn't appear it was a pacifist.
Yeah, I can imagine if you're gonna try to use this on a freaking bear or a troll, it ain't gonna work. So a bit of backstory for you guys on why I have a deep-seated dislike for the high elves here, versus, well, just elves in general, because, well, the elves have a tendency to fall under the high elf category of just stuck-up bitch 9 times out of 10. Not all, but, you know, typical. The Thalmors is the reason for this. And by the way, this is also why the Stormcloaks absolutely hate the Empire. But again, they should not be directing their anger towards the Empire for this shit. It's not like the Empire necessarily did this entirely willingly. So, the Thalmor are essentially a bunch of high-born, high-elf bullshits. Sorry, you're gonna hear me cussing quite a bit here because I just really hate the Thalmor. So, the Thalmor, there was a war between the Empire and the Thalmor. Apparently, over the Divines, I'm guessing a holy war of sorts. I don't recall the entire story. But essentially there was a big war, and the Thalmor was kicking the Empire's ass. The Empire, in an attempt to, you know, stop the fighting, agreed to a treaty. And this treaty, unfortunately, allowed the High Elves to institute the Thalmor as essentially religious police.
They banned the voice of Talos.
Yes, and that is the major reason why the good chunk of the Nords and, of course, the Stormcloaks are incredibly butthurt. But, again, I hate the Thalmor as much as the next guy over this because that's freaking bullshit. But again, the Empire signed this treaty in an attempt to basically stop the fighting and stop the pointless deaths. They were essentially taking the better of two evils. Either A, they could sign this treaty and essentially stop all the fighting, even though it would cost them a good chunk of, some, people, cost them the worship of a certain god. Or they can continue to have the freaking High Elves roll on all of them with the freaking, and continue kicking their asses until everyone was dead. Which do you think you're gonna pick? Because if you value the lives of your citizens, you're probably gonna pick the option that spares the most lives. In the long run, of course, this was a good decision because, well, a prolonged war against a group of people that are already kicking your ass, well, it's only going to end in one of two options. Either the attrition is just going to knock out both sides, or it's going to end with the current side that is beating the living shit out of you to essentially murder everything that you own and love, including your life. So, really, they chose the choice that just saved the most lives. And as much as I felt like they should not have agreed to that part of the treaty, I imagine the Thalmor essentially walked in with an olive branch in one hand and a giant magical dagger in the other. Either A, you sign this treaty and agree to all our terms, or B, I stab you with this dagger here and now and we continue this bullshit war. So, and so now the Thalmor are basically as bad as the Inquisitors from Warhammer 40k. Oh, well, no, wait, hold on a second. That would be knocking the Inquisitors down a good number of pegs in 40k. In Warhammer 40k, the Inquisitors, their ability to, have jurisdiction over anything is essentially limitless. The Thalmor do have a sort of limited authority, although they do somewhat operate outside the Empire's decrees. They have their own set of rules and everything. They do have their own embassy. Now, what I don't agree with the Stormcloaks on is the methodology of the way they're going about this. Number one, by the way, Ulfric Stormcloak outright murdered his brother in cold blood, claiming he was now the High King. He essentially pulled a freaking, I'm gonna murder my brother and declare myself the High King regardless of what anyone says. That is not a good way to go about it, because now you've essentially instigated an entire freaking war. And B, you've basically made yourself, and you're like one freaking holding in the entirety of Skyrim, the biggest freaking target for the Empire. Mind you, Skyrim has a good chunk of lords that might back him up, but you also gotta remember that though a lot of people don't like the Thalmor, they don't necessarily hate the Empire. The Empire provides decent protection. They provide a lot of different things that, well, Skyrim just wouldn't have otherwise. So there is benefits, it's just the Thalmor is a thing. So there's a bit of division on this front. So, but still, Ulfric Stormcloak painted himself a giant freaking target, saying, I just killed my brother in cold blood, shouted him to death, quote unquote, which begs the freaking question. Later on we learn what the frick shouts are, but he shouts his brother to death. Anyone that knows anything about about Elder Scrolls lore knows that entails he literally used a what's it called, freaking I'm trying to remember the word for dragon speak. Thume. He used a Thume on his brother. That entails he used a very deadly Thume. We're not talking about freaking Fus Rodah here. We're talking something that's actually full-blown lethal. Maybe one of the fire shouts or something. He essentially used a Thume to kill his brother. I can imagine.
The only Doom that he knows in game is the Fusuda.
That makes no sense. Fus Rodah is not in of itself lethal, although the knockback is. The knockback can be lethal if you happen to send them down a high enough cliff. In game, by the way, it is not inherently lethal. The resulting knockback in wherever the hell is behind the person when you send them flying, that's what usually ends up being lethal. So essentially, I don't recall if this was in the throne room when this happened, or if this was somewhere near a cliff or a tower or something. If this was in the throne room, this would mean that Ulfric Stormcloak used Fus Rodah on his brother and sent him hurling back far enough and forcefully enough to either A, snap his neck upon hitting maybe his throne or something, or B, sent him out the window and down a frickin' height enough to kill him. Either way, Ulfric Stormcloak used a Thume to kill his brother. That is not something anyone will take lightly. Anyone that is knowledgeable of the Dragonborn, anyone that is knowledgeable of the dragons themselves and the lore behind the Thume, will know that that is a grave misuse of it. That is using a gift, essentially, that is using dragon speech. Dragons being, fairly powerful creatures, although some being seen as fairly goddamn evil. Still, this is not to be taken lightly. The Dragonborn are seen as royalty in some cases, depending on which era we're talking about, by the way. So, he has essentially used a Thume to kill his brother. He used his royal gift, quote unquote, to kill his brother, and then proclaim that he is now the High King. You should not take that lightly. Mind you, no one really there's a lot of contention on whether or not he shouted him to death or not, although it's pretty much confirmed that he actually did do this. that means that, well, he used this. That was not even an honorable death. Okay, there. I'm not sure how it would work in Skyrim, but that was not a death that that would have earned him said title. That is not the end result of an honorable fight. He's essentially killed his brother through a means that is not even. I mean, don't get me wrong, Fusroda is freaking cool as hell, but think about this: the Nords pride themselves on basically sword and shield in hand warriors, essentially. He chose a methodology that was not meeting his foe face to face. He did not challenge his brother to an honor duel, or even, in that duel proclaim that should his brother not lose the duel, that he would be High King. He did not do this via any sort of legit means, via any, well, honorable means at that. He simply walked in, killed his brother, and then declared himself High King. That's a very oversimplification, by the way. But that basically means that's something a tyrant does, okay? Walk in, kill their family member, and then proceed to tyrannize everyone. And, in my opinion, Orvik Stormcloak might as well be no better than a tyrant. His hold, Windhelm, by the way, his city, enforces segregation, enforces race, even approves of racism, xenophobia. And by the way, what I mean by xenophobia in this case is anyone that's not Nord, okay? Anyone that's not from Skyrim, okay? That's xenophobia. It is not just like you're afraid of aliens. Oh, wait, in this case it kind of does, because alien is just anything or anyone that is foreign. It does not necessarily mean from outer space. But either way. So his hold essentially encourages this and even enforces it. They openly display open, racism to anyone that is not a Nord. Yes, the Thalmor do exactly this as well, but he has made himself no better than the Thalmor in that sense. Yes, the Empire has some negatives, but it's the Thalmor he should be bitchy with. He shouldn't be punishing the Empire for this. If he wanted to get back, if this is truly more or less about Talos than anything, because it just seems to be the focal point of the whole issue. The issue of Talos and whatnot, and the way that Thalmor have basically banned it. At that point, that's not the Empire's thing, that's the Thalmor. Bitch, if you're going to do anything in this case, freaking rise up against the Thalmor, okay? There is probably plenty of people from the Empire who would be more than willing, by the way, to join you in a revolt against the Thalmor. Because think about this for a moment. The Thalmor are like one people, okay? Yeah, we have all these other races, and I don't really know how big the forces were in that war with the High Elves and whatnot, but I can only imagine that the way the Thalmor were basically kicking everyone's ass was not necessarily due to a size of force. I don't really know how a bunch of elves against an entire empire was kicking the Empire's ass. That would mean, at the time, the High Elves had a sizable empire of their very own. I would need to see a map of the entire empire and its subsequent sectors to fully grasp just how much what the size. I would love to see a map of the empire at the time of the war. Basically just before the war broke out against the High Elves and the Empire, to fully gauge just how the High Elves We're kicking the Empire's ass. Because if the Empire, just for argument's sake, by the way, had Khajiit's area, sorry, not the Nords in this case. Well, yeah, the Nords, because I pretty much would believe that the Nords would still be part of the Empire at the time, because, as far as I know, the Empire did not annex Skyrim after the war. If they did, someone please correct me on this front. I should probably check my messages, actually, now that I really think about it. I wish I can't, because I undid the dual screening. But if they had the Khajiit, Orcs, Redguard, and Bretons, you know, possibly Nords, and the High Elves are from Altmer, then there is the Dark Elves, which I don't know. Yeah, these guys are from Morrowind, you know, and then we have, oh, right, so we have, okay, just for argument's sake, on whether or not, just for argument's sake, let's include the Nords, okay? So we have Imperial, aka Cyrodiil, that's 1 force. Khajiit, 2. Nord, 3. Orc, 4. Redguard, 5. Argonian, 6. Breton, Breton, 7. That is 7 forces from different nations under the Imperial banner up against, and once again, I'm lopping all the yells into this one, just for argument's sake, by the way. Dark Elf, 1. High Elf, 2. Wood Elf, 3. That's 3 forces. I would love to see what the actual maps for these three groups were at the time leading up to the war. Because this tells me that if the Empire had all these other nations under their banner, then the High Elf and all its subsequent, variants had, like, a massive empire of their own to even face off against the Empire. Or even that the Empire wasn't too well versed in dealing with the High Elves, in terms of magic. But here's the thing. They now have that capability. They now know a great deal of how to deal with magic. The Empire now might be more capable of dealing with the Thalmor and the High Elves. If, for example, Orphic Stormcloak went about this a completely different manner, okay? Again, I agree that the Thalmor needs to be put back in their freaking place and get them off their freaking soapboxes. I agree with that fully. But the Ulfric Stormcloak went about this in a completely wrong direction. He has instigated a war that really makes him the target from 2 directions. He has painted such a big target from the Thalmor and the Empire that he really shouldn't have done that. He should not have made himself a target from both ends. If he wanted to, he could appeal to everyone's general dislike of the Thalmor, okay? Say, instead of going up to his brother and killing him, maybe play upon the idea of family. Well, we don't know how close he was to his brother, okay? We don't know that far, that fact. But let's say, for example, that, okay, his brother was at least amicable enough towards Ulfric to let him in to his chambers, to his throne room, without too much of a fuss. This meant that his brother was not expecting a fight. So, if this was indeed the case, then let's say, for example, if Ulfric had played upon, made the argument, for rising up against the Thalmor in particular, playing upon, his brother, the fact that he is a sibling to his brother, okay? He may not be High King, but he would appeal to his brother as a brother, not necessarily as someone who is subservient to him as a jarl. Play upon the idea that, well, they're siblings. At the end of the day, they are siblings. Okay, that is a fact that he could utilize. If if he had talked to his brother, said, "Okay, brother, this is bullshit. Okay, the Thalmor have outlawed Talos. Okay, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you as a brother here, not as a jarl. Okay, talking to you as a brother. Why should we allow the Thalmor to keep, oppressing us? Basically play upon the fact that the Thalmor really are. The Thalmor oppress anyone that wants to worship Talos, and even imprisons them for simply worshipping a god that they had worshipped long before the war. And that's something anyone that worships any one of the divines can relate to. Think about that. Play upon that furthermore. If they outlawed the worship of Talos, what would stop them from outlawing the worship of Mara or any of the other divines? Play upon that fact, that they outlawed that worship, okay? They outlawed the worship of one of the divines, okay? Basically, there are so many ways he could have gone about this to gain enough support to maybe eventually, get enough support to even influence the Imperial. It would have been a longer process. No doubt about that, okay? Not about that. It would have been a longer process, and it would take a while to see results. But think about this. This would mean that he could appeal to everyone that is not high elf in this point, okay? And eventually, with enough support, he could have basically went straight to the Empire and proposed the fact that, hey, it's the high elves against all of us. There's nothing. The Thalmor have oppressed our peoples way too long. It's way too much, okay? The Thalmor are not just oppressing Skyrim, if you really think about it. They're all over the place. It's not just Skyrim's issue. Orcs, Khajiits, Bretons, Argonians, all of these people have to deal with the Thalmor. Okay? Think about that for a moment. If he played upon that fact that the Thalmor are oppressing every single race in their nation, in the Empire, well then, that might stir up enough animosity and shit to actually cause a revolt against the High Elves. This way, Ulfred Stormcloak would not appear to be a traitor, a rebel. He would be a patriot who is worried, who is concerned for his people, a person of the people of Skyrim, but not just Skyrim, of Empire, of the Imperials. Meaning he wouldn't have such a target. Well, the High Elves definitely would be painting a target on his back, but any sort of retribution from the Thalmor or anyone associated with the Thalmor would only be proof enough that what he is doing is worrying them. That what he is doing is only justifying his acts even more. Because if they are taking the measures to try to kill him instead of let him continue to gain more support, then this means that they are more than worried about, about him gaining that following, for them to lose their control, lose their power, and then they have also resorted to unhonorable means. Assassination, one of the most dirty things, most dirty and unhonorable things. Why would they need to assassinate him instead of just come right up at him face to face and try to kill him themselves? Why not? Why do you need to summon the sneak over to me and kill me? there's just so many ways Ulfric Stormcloak could have gone about this so differently that didn't cause Skyrim to be in this perpetual tumult that it is in now due to his actions. He is not painting himself in any sort of good light. Again, don't get wrong, I hate the Thalmor as much as the next guy. I really do. But I don't agree with his methods. So, on the note of what I'm going to be going with, I'm going to probably go with Argonian. 1, his skin is useful. Number 2, breathing on the water is somewhat useful when you gotta get across certain areas away from certain enemies. Like, for example, trying to get away from a giant freaking bear that is chasing you down. That and the idea of a scaly wolf does appeal to me. Yes, that means I will be going with Lycanthropy here in this Let's Play. So, Argonian is...
Bro, you have no idea how much I wish that I could mod switch Skyrim.
Holy shit. Dude, there is a visual glitch happening right now.
Yes, I see that.
Oh,
What the
that is the guy that was talking to me. I'm gonna go
Did
female.
you turn them into a horse?
No. The person that's in the weird glitching visual that's in front of me, that's the person that's holding up the list.
Right,
That's his
but
mouth.
why is there a horse there?
Because that's one of the Imperial horses. Also, hi. Anyways,
Hi,
I am joined
I've
today.
been here for like 2 minutes
Sorry.
listening to you rant about how Frick Stormcloak could have handled things so much better.
Yeah. So,
Been
anyway,
ranting for about like one or 2 hours of playing the actual game.
I know. Sorry.
Hey,
Anyways, I am joined today by the busty vixen herself. And of course,
And the guy who finally has a day off while you're streaming.
well, also today is kind of my day off. So okay, so for those of you that don't know why I'm actually able to game today, well, okay, normally I wouldn't be able to, but technically,
No. Finish your character before you go on another rant. Swear to God.
Sorry. Let's see, skin tone. I'm gonna of course go female. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go. You know, let's make her a little bit pale. Let's oh, that makes her skinny. Let's put some pounds on her, okay? Let's make her a little bit, you know, because also makes her a little bit more busty. Oh, finally, the mouth is out of the way. That sounded so much better in my head. Dirt. Let's keep that off. Keep that off. Scars. Let's keep that off. Let's see what warpaint looks
In the
like.
middle of this war, there's a fucking privateer fleet. Fleet Lagrange node recon fleet.
Phase.
Why are they fleshy pink?
Who?
Your character. Why are they this? Why are they the color of flesh?
I don't know. It's just what I.
Why are you doing this?
Well, I didn't. Well, hey, I'm also. You guys gotta remember regular colorlines here, so. Skin tone.
The mouth is back.
Bro, I was just expecting you to slap some fat titties on it and be done.
I can't. There was a mod I tried to use at one point for that. It did not work right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so angry.
I couldn't get the mod to work right.
When I eventually get my own gaming setup, I want to download the Milk Modded Economy.
Vic, I will join you in the day that I'm able to do that.
Dude, there's like, how many freaking mods are there for Skyrim that are multiplayer?
They're not for normal Skyrim. There is some for I think online, Skyrim Online, but not for normal Skyrim.
I'm pretty sure there is. Okay, it's like one of the most. It is quite literally the most favorited mod
Inigo?
in all of Skyrim, and it is the multiplayer mod.
I have not seen this one.
Oh yeah, it was like the first. It's like one of the first mods on the page back when I was able to look at mods on the page.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mouse,
So
keep the mouse shape, normal. You want this change the color. Let's see what we got for. That's really weird. That does not look good on a scaling. It does not.
no, a beard will never look good on a scaly
A beard? No, that's supposed to be lipstick.
or lipstick, either one.
You want? No, let's just go. What the hell is that? Oh, they're just like little tassels. Weird.
Oh shit! I forgot that they updated the fucking Fire and Ice mod.
Oh god, I could like do freaking spikes on top of my head.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I am playing Minecraft. I am playing essentially I'm playing fucking. Alright, so for those of you who know Demon Slayer, yeah, I found a mod that's just Demon Slayer. I also have the Fire and Ice mod from RL Craft. And like I think I have vampirism and a whole bunch of other shit.
Okay, now to name her.
I've got Waystone, Sword mod, Mutant Beasts, that's another one I've got. Cooking for Blockheads, I still haven't figured out how to use that. Upgraded Netherite, Immersive Engineering, because of course you have to have Immersive Engineering if you're gonna do anything in this game.
Oh, but her name
Elemental
is now
Swords, Animalism. I'm gonna grab these boots, because they're just such a good... Alright. Do you have anybody in your chat, by the way?
No, not right now.
Alright, then you guys get to vote on this.
She's not on the list.
So...
The list. She goes to the block.
Wait, forget the list!
By
Bitch!
order.
Bitch!
I'm sorry.
Wait,
We'll make sure you're
I'm not on the list, but you're gonna
Black.
execute me anyways. What the fuck?
Follow the
He's glitching
captain, prisoner.
out.
Of course he's glitching out. You're too sexy. You're too sexy for your own good.
Which one sounds better to you? A female Crusade, Juggernaut, or a female bred in battle maid?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Female
think I know
Crusade Juggernaut, who specializes in two-handed weapons, or a female bred in battle maid?
I don't know. So, for those of you that don't quite know why I'm home and not at school, so normally because I've been going to U of H, of course. Here's the thing. Typically, because of the way my schooling is right now, because of COVID, we're doing sort of partially in class, partially out of class. So, normally my schedule would be Mondays and Wednesdays for class. Well, in this case, she just moonwalked. Sorry, squirrel. She just like stood there and.
Dude, how many mods do you have that it's glitching it out this bad?
I actually don't have any mods running right now. I have them removed. What the frick is moonwalking? The game is just glitching.
As fearless as death, as it was in your...
Okay, normally I do run Inigo. But, bitch, I am a... okay, yes, I'm a reptile, but I'm not a freaking lizard woman.
I said next prisoner.
I'm a lizard man.
Anyways, they call me Mrs. Lizard. I could not help it.
God.
Anyways, so it's basically. Oh god, the head's still in the basket. I forgot about that.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, so yes, normally I would be at. Yeah, what do you see? Look up, bitch.
I think she needs new eyeballs. So, I'm just gonna let you know. Uh, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes down to anything involving immersive engineering.
Anyway, so so basically normally it would be Mondays, Wednesdays at school, but they removed basically most of my classes are only on Mondays right now because of COVID, and they're basically playing a lot of the scheduling by ear.
We need to move now.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot how much of a speed and jump boost I get with these damn boots. Alright, so there's so many things that I've just forgotten about because I haven't played in months.
Hi. Toasty.
Probably gonna need the engineer's voltmeter. Of course I'm going to grab the revolver because that thing's just fucking cool.
Okay, and jump. Right. Right. Oh, right. Oh, God. Freaking Bethesda's gonna screw me over in my gameplay. I might play some what's it called? TF2 later. Oh, shit. Oh, getting down. All the win.
And mag.
What I do to deserve you attacking me?
I have to find General Tullius and join the defense.
Bayonet.
Okay, time to right, and I'm freaking bound. Right, so I can't run because I'm bound.
I never understood why that is.
Because actually, if you heard the run with your hands tied, you end up stumbling and falling. Your hands actually do, your arms do actually act as a kind of a balancing mechanism while running. Believe it or not.
I don't believe it. I choose not to.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I am sorry, but Adam Savage made so many just quotable lines.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Can we like run and not get torched, please? Now, I don't know why it like drops freaking frames so hardcore. It might be where my files are located, and whatnot. That could be a lot of things, but I don't know.
Was that really a dragon to bring us from the end times? We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. Take a look around. There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these pearls.
I'll give you the key right off the bat. Thank you. Iron sword, meh. It's better than nothing.
So, for I'm just gonna say it now. For those of you who don't know, I don't ever play normal Minecraft anymore. I only play with mods now.
Oh my god, of course.
I just refuse to play with anything but. I can go in there. I need these two and this.
There we go. Now I got two short swords. Two iron swords, I should say. Let's take out the gold. Why not? Take the book. Leave the skull.
Come on, this way.
That one just is empty. Say leave that iron sword. Leave the wine. The wine actually does not help very well.
You can sell it for a lot of money, though.
Yeah, but I like the wine is a dime a freaking dozen.
That is not what I want.
Just give me a minute.
Engineer's circuit
restoration.
table. That was
Nope,
the problem.
Destruction. Right, I forgot you start out with freaking flames.
I don't want the crafting table either. You also start out with sparks.
Yep.
I think you can also earn another thing.
That woman is just sitting there. Stamina's low. Yes, I'm very much aware.
Let me see.
Iron. Oh, leave that.
Leave the clothes.
Yeah. Let's see.
The weapons, however, I'd say take, just because you could sell them.
Yeah, but early
Let's take-
on. There we go. Oh, yes. Sorry,
Let's
I'm
take-
for
You're
me.
you're a two-handed boy.
I just love the hammer.
Just take everything and sell it.
Okay, let's put on.
Take the
fur
weapons,
gauntlets.
the armor, and just sell it.
Fair enough. Right now, that's way too much weight.
Take their first name.
Oh God, hell no.
The titties.
Wait, what?
The titties.
Take their tits.
I would love to pick up your. Oh wait, right. It's just in your inventory. You freaking jackass. I can also always.
So, hey, I'm just gonna fill you in.
Yep.
If you sneak, so during the bear section, when your partner sneaks, this is not just for you, but for everybody watching. You can backstab your partner,
Oh God, of course.
and it will let you gain levels quickly
Oh frick. Wait, what?
without lowering your reputation with them.
Really? They will just ignore the fact that I am stabbing them in the back.
Oh no, they'll shout at you, but it won't cause them to attack you or anything.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, and they won't attack you after it's over and done with. They just move on. They don't care.
Wow. Okay, that's actually good to know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You can grind all the way to level 100 stealth before leaving this cave. And get archery levels if you have arrows. And heavy weapon stuff, like, as long as you're being stealthy about it and not getting the bear angry at you, you'll be fine.
Right, this stuff.
An old storeroom. See if you can.
Hammer.
Might come in handy.
Where's the other bitch? There it is. Iron greatsword. Don't plan on using it because I'm not much of a greatsword user. Yeah, I really just like the hammer.
Yeah, I'm more of a one-handed guy, personally.
There is like one weapon I will be dual wielding if I can manage to get the proc off, because it is a very not necessarily difficult thing to do. Okay, so I can't collect these here. Lovely. Anyways, it is a somewhat doable. It's not very difficult, but it
Oh.
is.
That is a big explosion.
Oh, trust me, if I manage to get
Oh,
what I
oh my god.
trust me, dude. If I manage to get off what I'm hoping to get off.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about what I just did in Minecraft. Holy fuck.
This way.
Yeah, there's like a.
Oh, it's not even done.
There's actually a specific.
Torture room.
Oh my god, it's not done. The explosion isn't even done yet. I'm lagging so bad.
Wow. Yeah, there's a.
Need these.
Oh my god! Okay. I used one bomb. You want to know what it was called?
What?
It was called Nuke. I did not think that it would chunk error this bitch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's even deleting water. Oh my god!
It's just nuking everything now?
No, I...
A dragon is.
Okay, so I wanna say this right now. I was standing on a small hill by a swamp biome. There is an X-shaped mark that hits and the center is where I blew up the thing, and it just, oh my. Vic, I want you to see this so you can Here. Just look at this, Vic.
I will take that iron shield. I will take that iron mace.
Hold on.
Yeah, take your time. Holy shit. It even started to delete water source blocks.
Wow.
Vic, are you seeing this shit?
I could try to get my lockpicking up already.
Like, there are some things that are like... There's stuff that is still, like, free-floating in the air, but I completely destroyed a mine shaft. There used to be a mine shaft here.
Oh, fuck.
It is completely gone. Oh no, there is still some mine shaft left. As in a singular room. But, yeah, this area is just gone. Holy crap. It went all the way down to bedrock.
Oh, so dude, there's a particular part of the game that I'm going to be doing. It's a particular quest, and you can get essentially 2 of the same quest item if you play your cards right.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. The Dawnbreaker glitch.
Yeah, apparently it's not just a glitch. It's apparently a known exploit, and I stumbled upon it by accident.
Dude, there is almost nothing left of this place. Like, it was just a free little area where there was nothing, and it is just gone.
Well, search the soldier. Thank you.
Like Volt, or like just imagine fucking the strongest spell, most destructive spell in all of D&D. Right? Like, freaking... what's the spell I'm thinking of?
Shoot. Oh, shoot. I found the water.
Okay, take power word kill and make it able to destroy the land.
Wow.
And that is what just happened.
I'm surprised that person was alive after I freaking roasted his ass.
I found a demon. I'm gonna blow it up with my new nuke.
I smell heresy.
Oh god, this poor biome is probably gonna be gone. Here's the thing. I think it will always go down to bedrock. Look, Vic. Look, it's deleting water source blocks. You see this, Vic? It is actively deleting water source blocks, and it's not even done yet. This is halfway through the explosion. If I was in survival when I lit this, I would be dead. Like, straight up. There'd be nothing left.
That's
How the hell are you still alive?
You can't do it.
Bruh, this thing is ridiculous. I have a revolver as well. This thing's pretty fucking cool.
I should probably...
Cannons do it.
Look at it. Look at that.
I will take that coin purse. And here come, I will say this section.
All the way down to bedrock again. This time we were on a mountain. Vic! This thing is so stupid. Hang on, wait. What happens if I set off multiple?
Shoot, but we detected. Not today, bitch.
Okay, hang on.
And the big one's about to go down.
Hang on, we're gonna go all the way up to build height. And then place one of these fuckers. I want to see just how destructive this thing can be.
Oh crap, can't get my arrow now. I am gonna collect this rare frostbite venom. Because frostbite venom is actually... Oh god, now I'm unencumbered. Might as well drop a couple hammers.
You had multiple?
Yeah.
Alright. I need to see this.
Need to see what?
How far down? I am at build height when I activate this thing. Oh! Oh! Vic, this was at build height limit. Vic, if this thing goes down to bedrock... I'm surprised the tower is still standing.
Hold up. There's a bear just ahead.
Is it over? Are we good?
I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
Are there more explosions? There's more explosions, aren't there?
Just take it nice and slow and watch where you step.
No!
Or if you're feeling
Okay, so it definitely tore the shite out of this mountaintop. Like,
I'll follow
look
your
at
lead and
this.
watch your back.
Look at that! But, now we know it doesn't 100% every time go straight down to bedrock. Oh, no! Dude, no! You... dumb!
Who?
You!
What?
That was the moment I was talking about!
I know, dude, I know. I chose not to do it.
Oh. That's dumb.
Nah, I just like to play a little bit more legitimately.
I don't. I can't play or beat Skyrim anyway.
I should probably re-equip my hammer, because I love
Alright,
my
that's
hammer.
enough.
Great sword.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder if we'd ever make it.
Yeah. I'm halfway to level 2. Lovely.
Wait.
I'll do it, you bastard. Can I pick? Oh no, I can't pickpocket him
Looks
now.
like he's gone for good this time.
I
But
could
don't
kill
think
him.
We should stick around to see if he comes.
Why would you, though?
Fair enough.
Closest town from
Like,
here.
you already skipped out
I'm
on
I'm sure he'd have
the
to
sneaking, so
It's probably
what's the
best if
point?
we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help.
I'm gonna step away for a minute. BRB.
Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna save right here, and I'm gonna hop over to TF2.
I can actually play with you.
Yee. And so, everyone, I've been... Hold on a second. Okay. So... Oh. Oh no, I forgot that... I didn't know that Cloudy was in the stream. No! Didn't know you were there, Cloudy. Ugh, my stream didn't show you. Aww. Anyway, anyways, let's put on the stream ending soon. And let's put on my outro, which should be right here. I have been Captain North,